right, so welcome to this episode of the EastTO Podcast. Today we're here with Aziz, owner of Good Neighbor. Thanks so much for joining us.
Welcome. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, anytime.
And we're in this like killer space. We get to like take the show on the road.
Yeah, it was just hailing a few seconds ago. Now the sun's shining and birds are chirping. Maybe a good day.
Sun's going to come out.
Yeah, sun's
always
gonna
does.
It always does.
Awesome. So we'll get right into it. So obviously, owner of Good Neighbor, kind of a local legend, I think, a little bit.
No. A local favorite. Let's just say that. Everyone loves you and loves your store.
Yeah, as we were saying, we do the rapid fire with everybody, and I think almost everyone except for one person said that this was their favorite clothing store.
I want to meet that person.
I know, we're gonna find that episode,
change his mind.
and we're gonna shame them. Shame.
They're a beacher. They don't go west of Woodbine.
Bring them over to us.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Awesome. Yeah. So can you tell us a little bit about how Good Neighbor came to be and what your background is?
Okay, so I've been in the retail industry for about well over 30 years. And we moved to the East End. We, as in my family, my wife and I, we were going to have our first daughter in the East End near Mortimer and Donlands. And, like I was telling you earlier, it's like this is our 5-year house. This is not our forever house.
Famous last words.
East End was one of those things to me. Our stomping grounds were on the west side of the city.
Yeah.
My whole retail career was on the west side. Queen West was the first retailer there. One of the first retailers back in the 90s. I'm definitely aging myself, which I am, aged now. So we moved here almost 14 years ago in that area, and we haven't ever left. The only thing was, when we first moved there, I was actually working for a massive company there was this bridge over between working for myself and a retail in my industry, working for a massive company, and then so I was traveling between China and here and all. But there was, every time we were home, we had a baby, all of us, she was growing, the Converses were a big deal. So for kids, I'm like, where do we go? Get outside. We go to Queen West. Whenever her and I wanted to go shop, Queen West, where are we going to go? where are we going to go eat? College West. It's like, this is weird. And then every time I used to come to Queen East between Broadview and Carla or even Greenwood, there was really, all we had was amazing coffee. The best coffee in the city. Mercury was there, Tiaro had opened up, and we were just living in Tiaro with our stroller with the baby. So my wife's mat leave was pretty much spent all in this block, but we were living down by Donlands and whatever. Yeah. So we're and I looked at the people every time, we're talking about Julie Mitchell. It's a good friend of mine too. It's she'd be at Tiaro having coffee, and I'm like, I know these people. They're very successful people in this neighborhood, and there's a lot of very stylish people who were just moving here too, including I don't call myself a stylish family. We're just like style. We like fashion and all. So we saw a lot of like-minded people around. And I said to myself, I do want to open, if I'm going to open another store eventually, which was going to be my next move. So we looked at this building, which we're in right now at 935, next to the pumps. So I used to fill up my gas. I'd be running out of gas everywhere in the world, but I would come to the pumps just to fill up my gas and stare at this building and try to figure out if this could ever be retail. I had the vision. The landlords were basically not interested in retail. They wanted offices in here.
Really?
And for months, actually for a year and a half, I back and forth with them. We sat in this room. This was a very boring boardroom of theirs.
Yeah.
So I sat right here and I convinced them with all these presentations and whatever, and I convinced them that this could be done. We'll just take the front half of the building. We'll do retail. If it doesn't work, we'll work it out.
Pay the rent.
It was but before we knew it, the weekend we opened, the lineup at the cash counter was massive because we started off with a touchscreen, easygoing iPad POS system, and which was taking forever. But the lineups were coming all day long, as if this community actually was thirsty for something interesting and cool and somewhere to shop.
Yeah.
And we had already figured out that we were going to be doing almost as much as we can in this retail space. When people were asking me, stop me if I'm going to.
No, this is awesome. I'm I'm enthralled with this because
Yeah.
I was remembering when you guys were opening and there was something great's coming. And I was like, what the hell is it?
So the vision was basically, at the beginning, was bring the best of the West to the East side. And that was my kind of like mantra. And people used to stop me, like, it's like, oh, you opened the store. Oh, what kind of brands are you going to carry? And I said, I don't know, I'm going to carry soaps. And people were like, you're crazy. What do you mean you're going to carry? I'm like, I'm going to have some incredible freaking soaps in this place. You're going to love the smells in this place.
Yeah. You smell amazing.
I never told anybody ever really in the beginning, and even until the day we opened, what kind of brands I was going to go after or bring in. And if you've noticed, I think the community knows it really well, our windows have never screamed out our brand listing, which a lot of people do.
Yeah.
The store is not about the brands. It's about the community that built this brand, which is Good Neighbor. And Good Neighbor is an extension of all the other brands. So that is the story of Good Neighbor, where basically we're never going to be, we're not a one-trick pony. We do a lot of things. When we do them in, like, if we sell candles, we sell candles.
Yeah.
We don't just sell a candle. We don't sell 4 candles. We sell candles, walls of them. And if we're going to sell North Standard, which was an incredible brand out of Queen West. I don't know if you guys know. It's a husband and wife story. Parkdale, they started off. Super cool people. Frank and Pam, good friends of ours. They've supported us ever since the beginning. And they've been at the front of our store. We gave them a whole pop-up this time at Queen Street, but at Roncy, they're still at the front. And they had a store there, and they have a huge following, but they were born and raised on the Parkdale end of the city. But that was one of my things that I brought here to the east side, so that people don't have to travel all the way. Drake General Store was another one that we opened up the space with.
Yeah.
And, people came to us because we just had all these things that they'd have to go to the west side, all the way including HBC product. We did a whole HBC product when they used to wholesale, because it's all about convenience for this place.
Yeah.
Yes, we sell great premium denim, $300-400 jeans. Yes, we sell Levi's for $100 jeans as well. But we cater to everyone in this community. It's whether you have whatever income bracket you're in. As long as you like style, as long as you like to present yourself, in a cool way, and you want to wear something current, we have that. But at the same time, you come in here for gifts.
Yeah.
You can literally come in here. Like I've said this to Shane. I'm like, if you need to, like, if a man needs to come in, or a woman, but like you come in and it's like socks, underwear, all the way up like to a hat on your head. You can fully outfit yourself at Good Neighbor, men and women.
Which I have done before.
Which he has done more times.
Yeah.
And then, or like, you need a gift, you come to Good Neighbor. Yeah. You need a card, come to Good Neighbor.
Right.
Like, and that's a really rare thing in the East End. And it was unheard of before, like you were saying. And it's a really amazing place to be.
And you have created that good sense of community. And even there's this, I think, aspect of kind of being in the know a little bit. Like we were in Kensington Market the other day, and I was wearing my North Standard, like the red hat with the orange. Yeah. And someone else was wearing that same hat, and he like literally like ran up to me. He's like, "Nice hat." And it was like, he was so excited to have somebody else with that kind of, with that brand.
It's a lot of respect for that brand out there. There's a lot of respect, especially because they're from the West Side. And they got this amazing icon of that bear, the big bear. It's so like cute. It's huge. Yeah. I mean, people love it. It's like Batman,
Yeah, I love the Batman. I got my little brother this T-shirt too for his birthday. Nice. He wears it every time I see him, I think.
That's cool. And it's a brand out of France that I found. It's an interesting story about that brand. It's called Maison La Biche. I was walking in Paris just at a trade show, and I was in the evening, and there was in the window they were doing things with the machine, embroidering. And there was a lineup. So I go, what's going on? So we can embroider your name, we can say merci, or you can say amour. I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool. So I just tested. So I just bought some pieces for my kids. Yeah. With my daughter at that time, and then my wife, and they loved it. The product is incredible, and they do amazing things. So now they have collaborations with Batman. They've done a new one with Friends.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
But in the Parisian way, which is really interesting. Some of it is like...
Because it's kind of subtle too, I think, which is nice. Yeah.
But it's cute.
Yeah, it is cute for sure. Yeah. But I love how Good Neighbor was basically born out of, one, who you are, but two, like necessity, and like just like looking around, realizing a need like for yourself. And then, like you said, seeing other people in the neighborhood that were like-minded and also stylish. And I feel like that's kind of a reflection of how like the East End has been the past 10 to 15 years is people that are starting to move here, identifying opportunities, and then kind of creating this neighborhood. And it still feels very new. It still feels very fresh, where the West End feels very established. Everyone knows what it is. It's super cool. But even talking to like Michael Summerfield, you know, same kind of thing. He was opening up restaurants kind of in the West End and then came to the East because there was opportunity.
Right.
So you guys are in Roncy now. So talk to us a little bit about that. How did that come about? Number one, and then two part of that question, are there any other plans for more expansion, or can you share that?
So Roncy came about as soon as we opened here. We saw the success. We realized it's not just about again, it's not just about our brands. It's not about this stuff we sell. Yes, we have great eyes to, you know, I've got an amazing team of people, incredible team who knows exactly what to pick, what to buy for the community. We realized right off the bat, the name Good Neighbor to begin with is neighborhood. It's all about community. So, you know, after a couple of years of successful retail, which is hard to have in this world, and then continuing after pandemic and all, during that time, it's like, we can scale this, let's go, but where? And so many neighborhoods that come to mind. We're not going to be going into a mall.
No.
So, you know, where Roncy was a pretty natural thing to do because it's very much like Leslieville, but it has the whole West End feel to it as well. And, you know, so we built it during COVID as we were rebuilding this one or expanding this one. And as soon as we opened that store too, it's been a hit right away. We're doing, you know, pretty good business over there. We have a very good following already.
That's awesome.
It's building every day though. Like, you know, that's our first year ended in, when was that? August. And now we're into our second year, and so we're already seeing a nice little increase. And yes, next year is planned for expansion 100%. Another 1 or 2 neighborhoods.
Amazing.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's super cool.
Yeah.
And can you share where yet, or is it still very?
I can't share. I'd like to be in Midtown, which is where, but our whole concept model now needs to be around the model of Leslieville. The size of it. So we're looking for a big size because in order to do the way we do things, we need to do them with a bigger footprint than small.
Yeah.
So we'll as long as, you know, where people are buying your houses and you're healthy, we're going to continue finding the right neighborhoods.
That's amazing. Yeah. And what I love, like you just mentioned, like this is a big space, and I guess it is, but the way that it's curated, it feels like a small space, and each room is a little bit different. And, you know, I always love coming in the front and then going upstairs, and it's like, what am I going to see when I come up here? And it's kind of cheesy, but it's true. Like
there's a lot of moments in here. I call them all moments, and, you know, you can get lost in moments here. I've had people come in here, I swear, like, you know, sometimes for the first time, and I see them in the morning, and by like around lunch, I'm still seeing them in here. And
you can't be in here for like 3 hours.
This is exactly what this is my dream come true. It's exactly what I wanted people. I didn't want people necessarily to come and just be here to shop and run in and out, and just, you know, people have to do that, of course, but I want people to enjoy the moments in here and have fun with it, and just go home, think about what you want to buy when or for who. I mean, that's the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
And like the feeling of shopping in here doesn't make you feel like, what do you need right now? Like, you never feel like, you feel like someone's always around to help, but you're never like feeling hounded. And that's like, to me, as a shopper, I hate that feeling. I walk out of stores when I feel that. I think that's a big testament to you and the vibe that you've created here. Is it like, you know, what do you need? What do you need? What can I put that in? Like, no,
but also like, I don't love to shop, and I'm not like, I wouldn't say I'm stylish. Like, I've
helped you before.
Yeah, you've helped me before.
You helped him tremendously. He's like, no, fold this up, just this. Okay, put this on top, and we're like, holy shit, she looks amazing.
But like coming in here, I will say it's relaxing. Like, you know, going to the Eaton Center it honestly gives me like low level anxiety. You know what I mean? I don't like doing that, but coming here, it feels very relaxed. I could almost pop in here and just, you know, always usually buy something, but I could pop in here and not buy something. I mean, you just kind of check things out.
But he typically leaves with a few bags.
I always leave with something. I should say that. But no, it's very relaxing vibe. And for people like myself who aren't maybe as stylish as you, but like, you know, have a need for these things, it's amazing because I don't dread coming here. In fact, I love it. Right, it's so easy to pop in if I need something quickly. It's really the only place really east of the DVP that you can do that.
Yeah.
I travel a lot, and I said it the other day too, and on a reel or something. My wife even was like, "Are you crazy? Like, what do you think you're the best in the world?" I'm like, "I'm not the best in the world." It's actually this. I've traveled everywhere, and I have still not seen the concept done this way, to this extent.
Yeah.
And still being so organic, so
very organic.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
So we pride on that, and we're this is why if we can expand this into other neighborhoods, and I think that's a niche. There's a need, I should say.
There's a total need for that. Yeah,
there is a need,
and I love that you're being selective about it because I think Ronci, like it's just like a fit. You know what I mean? It feels like a fit there. So that being said, you're a retail store. You're about to open, so we'll get to it. I think we have a rapid fire.
We're going to do some rapid fire, and then we're going to let you go. Yeah. Well, actually, we'll probably just go start downstairs and start shopping after this.
Exactly.
Okay. Aziz, Good Neighbor, rapid fire. Ready?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Favorite restaurant?
In the neighborhood?
It can be neighborhood. It can be anywhere.
Tabbouleh.
Nice. What's your favorite dish there?
Oh, the lamb chops.
Ooh. Okay. Favorite clothing store?
Good Neighbor.
Hello.
Yes.
Favorite gym place to work out?
I don't work out in the gym.
So you're just one of those lucky people.
I got a great Pilates instructor that I go to.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool. Shane is awesome. Yeah.
Favorite coffee shop?
Oh, that's a tough one. You know what? It's between the right side or the left side of the building. So it's either Pilot or Mercury.
Yep.
Most times. Dark Horse too. I mean, come on. It's like, our coffee palates change so much. We get bored of them really quickly.
Yeah.
It's true. And sometimes like one place is good for a latte, one place is good for a coffee.
Yeah.
And so you've got the options.
Yeah.
The best burger.
Oh, gosh. Aveling used to have a burger that I used to like. They still do. I've been on a health thing. So.
They've switched, I think, their menu a little bit. It's more of like the Asian flair, like dumplings and stuff. But they did have a killer burger, and their food right now is all just so good.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Right.
Best pizza. I know you're healthy, but you always got to take time for pizza.
Oh my god. Noro.
Oh,
nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Favorite brewery.
Aveling.
Nice. Favorite bakery.
Blackbird?
Yeah.
I like Blackbird, yeah.
Great. We have a takeout question, but we have a two-prong. It's a hungover and not hungover. So kind of like if you're going to be hungover and have like something a little bit junky and then takeout and then be a little bit healthy.
Okay. So, sorry.
Takeout?
Takeout, but when you're hungover, so like junky takeout or healthy takeout.
Oh, okay. Healthy takeout would be fresh.
Nice.
Yeah. Right. And a junky takeout will be, I normally get, when I'm hungover, I eat Indian food.
Okay, fabulous.
I fill myself with Indian.
Any place in particular?
I love Mecca, which is on Danforth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Favorite bar?
Again, Aveling.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's a wrap.
All right, Aziz, anything that you want to promote or talk about before we close off?
This room turns into the Christmas princess, I call it. It's full on Christmas. Yeah.
Amazing. So for all your Christmas needs, come to this room.
Come to Good Neighbor. Follow Good Neighbor on Instagram. Aziz, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate it, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're awesome.
Awesome.